So it's no secret, 2023 was a pretty brutal year for anyone in the mortgage or real estate industry. So after getting my butt kicked for a year, I thought it was a good idea to go on vacation and get a hard reset. And I actually just turned 40 here in January. So me and my wife and a close group of friends went to Cartagena, Colombia, and we had a blast. We were there for about 7 days. And anytime you go to a new country, there's always this like adjustment period where you're trying to figure out how the hell to spend the money because the money's so confusing. In Colombia, they use the Colombian peso. And so $1, $1 is 4,000 Colombian pesos. So if you think about this kind of simple, 100,000 Colombian pesos is 25 bucks. So if you go out to dinner and let's say you go out to, a really nice restaurant in Colombia and you spend $75 at dinner, you're technically spending 300,000 Colombian pesos. Of course, the way my brain works is I go, why is that, right? Like these guys couldn't have just started with hundreds of thousands of pesos to buy food. So I went and checked it out, and the Colombian peso used to be pegged to the US dollar. And so one Colombian peso, pretty close to $1.05, was $1. And they went this way for a long time until inflation got out of control and they unpegged it from the US dollar. And I look at a quick chart, and at one point in Colombia's history, their inflation got as high as 40%. Right. And so when you're thinking about this really simplistically, if you went to go buy something the following year, your buying power would have gone down by 40%. What does any of this story have to do with real estate? Again, this brings me back to a point that I tell you guys a lot and, really strengthens my conviction, which is that when you have something that goes down in purchasing power, it's not really a good idea to hang on to that for the long term. And in the US, it's kind of this slow broil for us, right? Like it's the frog in the boiling water where, it's not just immediately hot, it's going to gradually get there. Where in other countries, they're really aware of this because it happens so much faster. But for us, it's kind of this slow tick. And next thing you know, 3-4 years go by, you blink and you go, oh my God, my dollar doesn't go nearly as far as it once did. And so what I've talked to you guys in the past about is when you own something that is tangible, that is valuable and scarce like a home, you're going to be on the positive side of inflation versus the negative side. If you don't have any hard assets, then anytime inflation increases or goes rampant like it did during COVID, you're going to be on the negative side of inflation. So one of the easiest strategies that you can do to hold on to your wealth is just simply own your own home. The advantage of owning your own home versus being a renter is so significant. I'm not going to go into all the details on this in the video, but if you ever get the time, just look at the difference of net worth for people that have identical income for someone who owns a house that doesn't. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys that fun story. I thought it was a trip going out to dinner and spending hundreds of thousands of Colombian pesos for dinner. I'm curious if that would ever happen in our country. Hopefully not. But we do know inflation is a problem. And so, my whole message for today's video is, if you know that's going to be a problem, try to be on the side that benefits you versus the side that doesn't. So anyways, I hope this helps, guys.